I can't do a simple repair or maintenance or even a small upgrade without people telling me, you need to buy a new RV. Why don't you just buy a new RV? But you know what? That's not what my life is about anymore. I left all that ego-based consumerism, throwaway society stuff behind a long time ago when I hit the road. But now I'd rather fix things, maintain what I've already got, and make it work better for me than rush out and buy something brand new. In today's video, I'm sharing with you not only some maintenance I got done on my RV, but 3 essential upgrades to keep my RV life safe, comfortable, and road ready. Because this life isn't about what's new, it's about taking care of what you already have.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
All right, today is round 2 of RV maintenance and repairs. Today is the chassis. Last time, you might remember, I did all of the house stuff. I had an RV guy check out my converter. I put on a new awning. I put on a new air conditioner because my other one died. Today it's all about the chassis. So a couple things that I want to get checked out. Number one, I want all my wheel bearings checked. My ABS light flickered on and off just one day, but my house RV repair guy saw the video. Jason, thank you, Jason, and he called me and he's like, I'm worried about your wheel bearings. I've been worried about my wheel bearings for a while. Anyway, you might remember in, where were we? Nevada. My rear axle seal broke and I had all that smoke, so they replaced the rear axle seal. I should have just had them do the other one, but we were there all day as it is, so I'm going to get the other one done today. I figure if one axle seal is worn, the other one's probably really close to being worn. Getting an oil change. I think I'm going to have them check my alternator. It's been a little slow start in the morning, and as far as I know, the alternator has never been replaced on this RV, and I have 160,000 miles on it. And the thing I am most excited about, an upgrade, a massive upgrade. Yeah, look at that beauty. Remember several years ago when I had that really bad experience with the shop in Las Vegas and I asked for heavy duty shocks? These are the shocks I was asking for, only I didn't know it yet. I'm putting on Coney RV shocks and I am super excited about it. I did a lot of research for the best shocks for an RV, and Coney kept rising to the top as far as the best shocks for my RV. I love that they're good for both off and on road. I think I'm gonna get a lot more stability, hopefully less bouncing and shaking and rattling inside my RV, even on washboard roads. I am excited about this. I mean, you know, shocks, you're like, shocks, blah, blah, blah. Well, when you drive as much as I do and you drive your house everywhere, little things, not so little. These things are heavy. So all 4 shocks I'm putting on. And I want to thank Coney. I reached out to Coney. I very rarely do that, but I reached out to Coney because I was so excited about the shocks. And I said, listen, let's work together. I would love to put your shocks to the test in my boondocking off-road life and tell my audience about them. So I'm now an ambassador for Coney shocks. I'm excited. So I'm going to be putting them on today. Well, my mechanic is, and then I'm going to be telling you throughout the year how they're performing. We're going to look as I travel on different roads and in the forest and in the desert and on the highway, and I'm going to let you know how they perform. This is going to be I know this is going to be a huge upgrade to my RV life. All right, so I got to get to my appointment and get this day going. Say bye, thank you. I haven't even been in it 2 minutes and I can already feel the difference. I'm sitting higher and it feels stiffer. You hear that? It just feels tighter. Like it feels like it's just not as wobbly. It feels tighter. That's the only way I can describe it. You know, I'll show you that video, I'll find it, that Ralph took of me going up that road. That when I camped with him, he took video of me going up that rocky road, and I'm bouncing and swaying back and forth. And now it just, wow, it feels tighter. And I'm higher. I'm sitting higher up. I'm sitting up quite a bit higher. I'm excited. Like real big girl shocks. for the big girl off-roading boondocking that I do. This is gonna be fun. Alright, I've got a pretty long drive ahead of me to get back to my mom's place, so I'll check in with you along the way. What a difference. So these shocks for RVs are self-adjusting. Coney also sells shocks that you can adjust yourself. So if you're going off-road, if you're driving on the freeway, but the RV shocks are self-adjusting. So they adjust when I'm on the freeway to freeway, more smooth driving. And then when I go on bouncy washboard roads and rocky roads, you know, my favorite, it's going to adjust to that as well and give me the best ride. So I can't believe what a difference I feel. So let me tell you what else I got done. New battery. I had them check my alternator because I thought my alternator was going because I've been having a slow start in the morning and some other power issues. And the battery's only 3 years old. Turns out the battery was bad and it was the wrong size battery. It was too small. So when I replaced the battery last time, I did it myself. I replaced it with the exact same group size that was in it. So as long as I've had this RV, it has had the wrong group size battery in it. It started right up. No, like, it fired up better than it has ever fired up ever. What else did I get done? Front brakes, rear brakes. My front wheel bearings did have to be repacked, re-greased and repacked. I got an oil change and I got the shocks installed. And I got a really good price. $900 for all of that. All of that. That sounds really good and really reasonable. Checked all my tire pressure. You know, checked all the wheel bearings, checked the back to make sure I didn't need that one rear axle seal. He said, you know, they shouldn't go unless there's something wrong with them. So he just said, we'll look to see if we see any sweating, and if you need it, we'll do it. But he's like, you know, I don't really, when I told him I wanted to get it done, he was like, why? So I didn't need to get that done, but they did check everything. So I'm in good shape. The other thing is, the guy who installed my shocks last time, remember the guy, did it wrong. In the back, there was a bolt, something. There was also a problem with one of my calipers. Was also, oh, you know, that could be wear and tear though. That could be me. One of the upgrades for my RV life that's been on my to-do list for a few years is swapping out my existing RV toilet for a composting toilet. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, I'm kind of tired of going to the dump station every couple weeks. It would be really nice to not have to deal with that. And the second and the biggest reason is it wastes a lot of water. So I could actually boondock longer if I didn't have to deal with my existing system. I've been keeping my eye out just to see what changes are happening and what new products are coming on the market. And I recently discovered the Compo Closet Cuddy Light. And I really like this model. Composting toilets have come a long way from just a plastic box. And this one has a lot of things that I haven't seen before that make me think that this might go in my RV. That's going to be a project that I tackle next year, installing this, getting rid of my toilet. Oh, wait, before I get too into this, let me tell you a little bit about why composting toilets work. Number one, they divert the liquid from the solid. So solid starts to stink when it becomes sewage. And it becomes sewage when your solids get mixed with the liquids and it gets wet and moist and it doesn't have time to break down and compost. And that's when you get raw sewage and that yucky smell that you might be smelling in your black tank. And the composting toilets divert the liquid from the solids. Some composting toilets do a better job of it than others. And this model, from what I have tested, does an excellent job of making sure the liquids stay separate from the solids. And one of the things that I like is that it actually has a flap here so that you can close off the solid section when you're not using it, and that also helps cut down on the odor, and that also helps the liquids to be diverted into the liquid container. So let me show you. So you've got two different compartments in here. You have this container right here for the liquids, and it's got this nice stopgap thing on it so that liquids can go in it, but the odors aren't coming out. And it's lightweight. It'll hold 1.7 gallons of liquids before you need to empty it. And like I said, it's got the indicator light that just takes a 9-volt battery, which is really handy so that you don't have to get up in the middle of the night. You get to empty it out before you go to bed. It's got the screw top. And with this stopgap here, it's really easy. The airflow goes in here and it comes out here. Easy for disposal of your urine. And then the solid waste disposal, and I put some sawdust in here. It's a good idea, this is fresh and clean. It's a good idea to put a layer of sawdust or coconut core or wood chippings, whatever you're going to be using, in the bottom before you deposit any solids into it. And then you deposit the solids into it, and then you put another layer, more solids, more layers. And without the liquid of the urine in here to create sewage, it's going to dry it out and start the composting process. And that means no odor. That is what is beautiful about the composting toilet, is that when you aren't mixing the solids and the liquids, you have a chance for those solids to break down, and with the substrate in it, it reduces the odors. And also with the extra added bonus of this flap here, which you can open and close from the top, it also helps to further reduce any odors that might come out. They come with compost bags, so all you do is line this bucket with the bag, and when it's about 2/3 full, you take it out, you seal it, and you can just dump this in the garbage. I would like to eventually, someday when I have a homestead, look into properly composting it. I know people make human manure out of it. A compost closet makes it super easy to create actual compost. This container here in the bags hold 3.9 gallons of waste, so that's about 5 to 10. They say it's good for about a week, about 5 to 10 deposits. I guess it depends on how big your deposits are before you need to empty it. And another benefit of the Compo Closet Cuddy Light is that it's lightweight and portable. You can take it camping with you. You can use it in an emergency situation if you have guests in a tent out back or whatever. It's really easy to move around. It's lightweight. It only weighs 19 pounds. And it's really easy to use. Anybody can use it. And it's easy to clean too. They say just to keep a spray bottle on hand with a little bit of vinegar and water and just to spray it down. Compo Closet offers 30-day returns and a 2-year warranty. So if you've been thinking about a composting toilet and you want to check it out for yourself, you really have nothing to lose. Go ahead and check the link in the video description below and get a special deal for my audience only. And thank you, Compo Closet, for sponsoring the video and for giving me a new project next year. I look forward to installing this. It'll really be a life changer. Oh, but I'm not done yet. I got one more major upgrade before I hit the road, and we're going to do that next. It's amazing. My second big upgrade is a new mattress. I have been living on a memory foam mattress for, I think, almost 6 years. And I didn't want to have to replace it for quite a while, but my body is telling me I have to. I'm really having problems sleeping. My pressure points on my legs and my arms and my side and my hips are just killing me at night. And so I invested in a real mattress. This is a coil mattress. It's got memory foam on top. It's not just a memory foam. I'm at an age where, you know what, I need to be comfortable. And the memory foam was fine for a couple of years, but then it started to dip, and I just recently decided, because of the dip and because it's compressed, I decided to rotate the mattress, and that meant cutting off another corner because I have the corner mattress. And so now it goes like this because the side I didn't use is higher than the side I did use, and it's actually worse. So I decided to go ahead and invest in a new mattress. And no, this is not a sponsorship. I paid for this. And now I'm going to install it. This is gonna, you know, I should wait because I have a lot going on, but I need to get it installed. I can't wait to sleep on it tonight. If you think making a bed in an RV is hard, try changing a mattress. This will be the second time I've done this. I used the original mattress that came with the RV for several years until I bought the memory foam, and so this is number 2. Want to see what it looks like? This is very similar to what it looks like on sheet changing day. Oh my goodness. A little embarrassingly, it also looks like this during laundry day too on the road. Alright. One of the problems with, wow, actually my platform looks a little off level. Oh, it looks quite off level. But the foam, there's a lot of condensation. So it does have a little bit of mold. Yeah, my platform looks off level. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Of course, of all the places for it to land, it landed on right on the camera. What do you think? Is it cozy? Do you like it? I like our new one better. Oh, that's heavy. Holy crap. Nice. There are definitely things I could have done for the condensation underneath my mattress. I have seen condensation pads that you can attach to the frame. I could also replace, not the frame, but the base. I could actually replace this whole base, which I probably need to do. Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh. A lot of moisture and a lot of soft spots. And put slats on it to help get some ventilation in there. These are all things that I wasn't prepared to do this year. I have a ton going on right now. I really didn't want to make a whole giant project out of this. I got 45 projects going on right now. Oh. Yeah, this is more than I can do today. Alright. Wow. It's got a lot of layers. And a lot to prepare for my for leaving and for my cross-country trip. And I just needed a new bed and didn't have the time for a huge, drawn-out project. This is my life. And I'm alone. I'm one person. Remember, I'm one person. Everything that would need to be done, I would have to do myself, of course, unless I hire somebody. Oh, here we go. It's going to swallow me whole. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Do you hear that? Oh my goodness. Where's the cut corner? Oh, the cut corner. Uh-oh. Do you know how hard it would have been to put a pad underneath? I wouldn't have been able to slide the mattress around on top of it without it coming up. It's almost impossible to do alone. Hi, you heard that? I know. That was kind of interesting, huh? All right. Of course, completely turned around the wrong way. All right. Are you having fun watching me do this?
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Find a way. Got to hit your heart if you want to love. Got to hit your heart.
Wow, it's nice. And look at, I got the corner cut perfect. So it's a little confusing when you order it online what the dimensions of the corner cut need to be. I overcomplicated it. And luckily they sent a confirmation email to verify the size because it's custom made, right? Because of that corner cut. They sent an email to verify the size, and it was just enough to make me rethink my original measurements. And I said, I think I did it wrong. Is there a template or something you can give me? And she gave me a template. And basically the template, which they didn't say online, you measure each side and then subtract, like it's a 75 by 60. So you subtract the number of inches. It's hard to explain. You subtract the number of inches from where the cut starts. So if the cut starts in the middle and goes out, or starts at let's say 45 and goes out to the edge, that's the measurement needs to be 15, and then do the same on the other side, which is a 75 inch side. So I re-measured it with the template and it's perfect. I am so excited. I'm wondering if I should leave the plastic underneath. You know what, I think I will. That'll protect the mattress, right? I was thinking with the coils rather than the foam, it'll have better insulation, because foam has no insulation, but this is coil, an actual coil mattress. Oh, I can't wait to test it.
Got to hit your heart if you want to love. There ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
See, Carol, it's kind of high. I am never getting up. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. I got the medium plush for side sleepers. So it has a little bit of give, which is supposed to be really good for those pressure points. You get to a certain age and just laying down hurts. Oh, it won't hurt tonight. I am so excited. That wore me out, and now I gotta make it. And these are like deep pocket. Wow. They said it doesn't have a smell. It does have a little bit of a smell. I don't even smell it that much anymore. I think they said no, and they said it's ready to sleep on within 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to let it air out for a little while. Clean up my mess out there before I make it. I can't wait to go to bed tonight. Heading out after sitting for a couple of days to supply up, getting ready to hit the road in a couple of days, and actually I'm pretty close to running out of propane. It's been freezing, been running my heat a lot, cooking a lot, and so I'm running out to get propane, and I pulled to the end of the driveway and I'm like, wow, it's quieter back there. I mean, I really notice a difference with these shocks. Listen, do you hear that? It's just a much smoother, softer ride. I mean, I did my research. There's another brand that a couple of you have recommended, And that's what got me started researching RV shocks. And the other brand didn't seem to be right for me. The fact that these are self-adjusting, that they are good for different road conditions. See, the thing is about RV shocks, most shock companies, most people don't expect you to take your RV off-road. Coney though knows better. They're like, all right, we got boondockers. And that's at least in my research, that's what I found. That and that's the reason I chose the Coney shock. Do you hear that? I can't believe what a difference it is. Amazing. And my RV fired right up this morning. Remember how I've been having issues with it kind of lagging and not firing up? And I thought maybe it was a fuel issue, a fuel pump or something. Fired right up this morning. It was the battery the whole time. I thought it couldn't be the battery since the battery is just a few years old, but we're good. We're ready to hit the road. So it's been a few days, but how many days? I think it's been 3 nights I have spent on the mattress. A couple things. It does smell really bad. It releases some really smelly gases that smell like paint. It was really bad. The first day I installed it, I did make the bed, and it was really bad that night. And then for 2 days, I didn't make my bed during the day to give it a chance to air out. And by last night, like, I almost didn't smell it at all. Every once in a while when I flipped, I could smell it. So I am back to making my bed. It's just too crowded in here to have a pile of blankets back here. You know, it's the challenge of living in a tiny space, especially in the winter. When everything is closed up and closed off, everything has to be like in place or it just feels unmanageable in here. So I couldn't wait to get my bed made because literally, otherwise it's just a heap of blankets. But it also took a couple days for me to get used to it. The first night it didn't feel very comfortable, but now I am sleeping like a baby. And so is Sadie. Huh? You love it, huh? You like our new mattress? She does. So, well worth the investment. I am really glad that I went ahead and did it. And maybe next year I'll tackle replacing the platform. Like I said, I hope that the fact that this is coils and not compressed memory foam, I'm hoping it'll have a little more circulation so the condensation won't be as bad underneath. But this is just anybody who lives in a van, anybody who lives in an RV and has a platform bed like this is an issue. I'm not alone. The mold under my mattress, I am not the only one. Other people may not have the ovaries to show it because the comments are going to be bad. But you know what? I don't care. This is real life. This is what it looks like. And I don't want to, I'm not about, pretending. That's just not who I am. So, yeah, mold under my mattress. And the way I looked at it is, as long as I didn't come in contact with it, it was all kind of underneath my mattress, like I don't come in, it's contained underneath all this foam. I figured, what's the harm? And it's just a little bit of mold. I mean, it really, in the grand scheme of all the problems in life, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, well worth the investment. And wow, I really got a lot done this summer on the RV. It's been a long time coming. A lot of maintenance that needed to be done, some repairs, but mostly maintenance. So to run down what I got done, I replaced my air conditioner because it stopped blowing cold air. I had to replace my inverter because the one that I installed a few years ago died, so I put in the Renogy 2000 pure sine wave inverter. I got my electrical checked out. Jason from RV Mobile Care checked out all my electrical system. My My built-in converter seems to be where it's working. It's pulling, you know, the right wattage. So I still wonder. It's really hard for me to tell how my electrical system is working because it's so different here than it is out west. All winter long, practically, I've got sunshine, and I haven't seen the sunshine here in days. And so it's really hard to kind of, every time I'm in cloudy weather or I'm in heavily treed areas and I'm getting rain, I always think that my batteries are going, just because they perform very differently than they do when I've got sun almost all day long. Because I feel like there's still something not quite right. Like every time the water pump goes on, when I'm not plugged in, or I turn on a light, it feels like the batteries are going down too much. But again, no sun. So I don't know if it's just that's the way my batteries always perform in the humidity and the cold and the cloudiness. So we'll see when I get back west. What else did I get done? A new awning. Got a new awning done. What else did Jason do? I feel like Jason did more stuff. Oh, troubleshot my refrigerator. And basically that's just RV refrigerators suck in the heat and the humidity. And I think that's it for the house. He played with my thermostat to make it a little easier to turn on and off. And then as far as the and then as far as the chassis is concerned, I got the new Coney shocks. I can't wait for my first washboard road. Bet you never thought you'd heard me say that before, but I'm anxious to see what a difference it's going to be on washboard roads, because those are the bane of every RVer's existence. The new battery, oh, that's the other thing. I got new house batteries and a new engine battery. That's right. And again, new house batteries again. And new brakes, front and rear brakes. So yeah, I got a lot done. But that's it. I'm done. I'm hitting the road in 3 days. I'm hitting the road, getting the heck out of here, and looking for some. I'm going to be chasing sunshine, looking for some sunshine. I'm ready. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you on the road. My first stop is going to be something really cool and interesting and historical. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can find out what that's going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after. I might have to do something easy next week, just like a talking head video, because I will be on the road. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment below. Hype this video. Tell all your friends and family about my channel. It all helps to keep this channel alive. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you down the road. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. I'll see you soon.
You like our new bed? Is it cozy? Are you cozy? Today's your birthday. Today's your birthday. You don't look very excited. You already got lots of treats.